UNC junior Houston Summers is the incoming student body president, a full-time student, and a member of the track and field team.
Yeah, it definitely is a full-time job.
It's a job, he says, comes with a lot of pressure. Former sports marketing executive Sonny Vaccaro says for some student athletes, the balance isn't manageable.
Somewhere you're going to get mixed up whether you got to go to a science class or you got to lift weights.
He's not alone. A coalition of professors fighting for what it calls athletes' rights says the NCAA needs to consider some adjustments to its rule book.
If you see an injustice, going back to John Kennedy, you have an obligation to speak out and to work to correct those social injustices that are in place.
Attorney Bob Orr is representing two former UNC student athletes in a lawsuit against UNC and the NCAA.
There are so many loopholes in the 20-hour requirement that it's like a piece of Swiss cheese.
In the lawsuit, Rashonda McCants and Devin Ramsey argue that UNC advisors guided them to fraudulent classes to help relieve academic pressure. According to the lawsuit, loopholes in the 20-hour rule allowed this to happen.
Everybody knows that they spend 40 to 60 hours a week, not 20.
According to the NCAA website, the 20-hour rule limits the time students spend on athletics to 20 hours per week in season and 8 hours per week during the off-season. But there are activities that don't count toward the limit, such as travel to and from competitions and training or meetings initiated by students rather than coaches. The NCAA conducted a study in 2011 asking student athletes how much time they spend on athletics. Athletes of revenue-generating sports such as football and basketball responded with between 39 and 43 hours per week. That amount of time has some wondering why athletes can't enroll in a lighter academic load.
Why do college athletes have to be full-time students?
They can't possibly get their degree in the period of time that they're telling you that you can get the degree. It's impossible.